Well,
Twinkle, twinkle, partners! Welcome to the 2020 Beekman 1802 Holiday Marathon. Now, for those of you who may be new to Beekman, we started broadcasting these holiday marathons many years ago as a way to share a behind-the-scenes look at our small company and how we celebrate the season with our neighbors, customers, and teammates.
And through the years, the marathon has always been a 24-hour live production. But this year, to celebrate our 12th year in business,
And because of COVID concerns,
we'll be coming to you live from Sharon Springs for 12 consecutive nights.
so giddy up, neighbors, and join us because tonight is Beekman 1802's 12 Years of Christmas.
Day 6. Howdy, everybody.
Neighbors. What, are you going to do this all night?
Howdy. I'm going to try to come up with as many cowboy things that I can think of.
Okay. Hi, neighbors. Howdy, partners. Yes, tonight is day 6 of our 12 years of memories.
And yes, all right. And every single day, we're celebrating one specific memory from the history of Beekman 1802. We've been in business for 12 years. And we've had some great memories so far.
Yes, so many. And tonight we are celebrating our cookbooks.
That's right.
Now, a lot of people who
Don't even know we ever wrote
Yeah, know us from HSN and QVC, didn't even know we wrote cookbooks.
And we have 4 cookbooks.
4 amazing cookbooks.
And the very first one, the Beekman 1802 Heirloom Cookbook, I still think that's one of my favorites.
One of favorite.
Yeah.
The latest one is my
It's true.
favorite. Or no, dessert one's my favorite.
That's true.
Oh, okay.
They're all
Okay.
But that very first cookbook has a very dear place in our heart. One, because it was just a fabulous book, because it had all the bells and whistles on it. It had little pockets where you could store your heirloom recipes. It had vellum. It had the works.
I know. The publisher said every time we sold a copy, they lost it all.
I know. It was one of those books.
It was expensive.
And it's out of print now.
I know,
You can't even get the very first book anymore.
But the newest one is our favorite because we wrote it with our neighbor, Rosemary Trapani.
That's right.
And so many of you know Rosemary.
That's right. So first it was the heirloom cookbook. Then came the heirloom vegetable cookbook, all of the recipes from the vegetables in our garden. Then the heirloom desserts, which is so delicious.
I know, everybody loves. And
whole book of
favorite is the
desserts.
one on the cover, the pancake cake.
The pancake cake is, anybody can make that.
Yep.
Even if you cannot bake, you can make that. If you can make a pancake, you can make that with the maple cream cheese frosting. And then this one also has a very special place in our heart because it's all about community. It's all about neighbors and inviting people in your community to have a seat at the table. And this book was actually written with our neighbor, Rosemary Trapani. Now, if you have ever watched any of the marathons in the past, you know every single year, I think this is the very first one, right?
Rosemary, actually, Rosemary is sort of the inspiration for continuing the marathon because that first year when we had the camera on the shipping department, Rosemary brought dinner because
for the whole department,
because everybody was working so late, and everybody started typing in saying, "Hey, who is that lady? What's she bringing? Can I get that recipe?" And so Rosemary has been every year.
She brought the vittles.
She brought. Enough with that.
And now her name, as you can see on the front of the book, is Rosemary Trapani. Now, if that's not an Italian name, I don't know what is.
That's about as Italian as you can get.
And so in order to keep up with their tradition, she brought dishes tonight for us to eat. She brought lasagna rolls with vodka sauce. She brought a vegetarian dish, a lentil bolognese, using lentils instead of meat. We're going to taste all these on air. Then we've got a puttanesca. Now you would think, oh, she's Italian. She can just whip all of this up. Well, you know what she used? The Beekman 1802 mortgage lifter sauce.
Now,
and that is the twinkle twinkle deal of the day.
That is the deal of the day. And I do want to tell people too, if you want these recipes,
yes, just
because normally Rosemary is here making them with us during the marathon, but this year because she can't, we have the recipes. So just send an email to customerservice@beekman1802. And Rosemary has been kind enough to give us all 3 of these recipes, and you will get each one. It'll get sent to you.
And we're going to taste the dishes in just a minute, but first to the deal of the day. The deal of the day is 6 jars of the famous mortgage lifter pasta sauce. You're getting all 6 jars of the original Mortgage Lifter sauce. And we'll go a little bit more into the history of the Mortgage Lifter sauce and why we created it and what it did, because it's raised how much?
Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars, which we've gifted into small grants to help other small farms pay off their mortgages, because a portion of the proceeds from each sale of a jar goes into those small farm funds. And you're getting 6 jars tonight, and all 6 of them ship for $5. So all 6, not $5 a piece, all 6 shipped to you for, that's a heavy box.
That is
We're
a heavy
losing
box.
money on this TwinkleTwinkle deal.
But it's our recipe. We created it years ago, and it is made the exact same way you would make it in your house. It's made slow roasted tomatoes, heirloom tomatoes, real garlic. You'll find whole basil leaves in almost every jar.
And we actually use
It's really slow cooked.
an heirloom tomato called the Mortgage Lifter tomato, which is how the sauce got its name. And do you want to tell the story about the Mortgage Lifter tomato?
Yeah, the Mortgage Lifter tomato was an heirloom tomato that was first bred by a man in West Virginia in the Great Depression.
He was a cowboy.
No, he wasn't. And the tomatoes were so fantastic that he started creating seedlings and selling the seedlings. And the word spread that these tomatoes were so huge and so delicious that he sold enough of them to pay off his mortgage in the Great Depression. So that's why he called them Mortgage Lifter tomatoes. And we grow them on the farm, and they are giant and delicious.
And there's Mortgage Lifter tomato used in every single jar of sauce.
So all those amazing fresh ingredients in the pasta sauce itself, and really it's been our #1 selling food item every year since we've launched it.
That's right. And it's a great sauce to have on hand for those times when you have people drop in, you have neighbors come by, when you invite people to your table. It's a really quick, easy meal.
Brent, I think you got to change your microphone up. You got to move it up.
Oh.
People can't hear you.
Oh, you can't. I had so many funny things I just said.
Yeah.
You guys should have discovered that
Maybe.
at the top of the show.
Instead, they couldn't hear you.
Let's just repeat everything.
So the deal again, what is it? $40?
$40, you're getting 6 of the jars of pasta sauce. Now, just to let you know from a nutritional standpoint, this is 1 Weight Watcher point per serving. There's no added sugar, and it is the lowest sodium content of any jarred sauce on the market.
Oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe how low sodium it is
And you
without
know why we
sacrificing
can
any flavor. And 0 sweeteners, 0 added sweeteners.
And do you know why we can make it the lowest sodium on the market? Because we only use fresh ingredients, and it's made the old-fashioned way. The herbs and spices and the onions and the garlic are all slow cooked, and that's why we don't have to add the extra salt.
Hello to Catriona, to Kathy, to Mary, to Turner Roach. Turner Roach says his husband and I made the pancake cake last weekend.
Did you make the maple cream cheese frosting?
You know, somebody's saying maybe the pasta sauce looks like it's sold out. But then somebody said it isn't. Then somebody said it is.
Well,
but I don't
Brianna
think
will check.
it shouldn't be. If there's something wrong with the website,
Oh, maybe the single jars are sold out, but the 6-pack, which is the
six-pack
Twinkle
might
Twinkle
be.
deal?
That
maybe
could be
that's
the
it,
deal.
maybe.
But someone will post a link there for you. Hi, Vicky. And let's see, Jill and Lisa and Carol. Now we have, and Aaron. Yeah, a couple of people are saying it's sold. It says sold out. So can you check on that, Brianna?
Yeah, one sec.
She's
Okay,
checking
Brianna's
on
looking
it.
at.
We'll get it
It's
fixed
not
by the
sold
end of
out.
the show.
The deal is still there. We've got plenty of it.
The deal just launched at 6 p.m. Eastern,
So we got it. We got you covered. If somebody has successfully got to the link, go ahead and post it right in the comments there so other people can find it. Can
Now-
you talk about our special
Press
guest?
their page, it should be on the front page of the home.
refresh your page.
Go to
and it should be-
beekman1802.com. It'll be right on the home page, the first thing. So if you don't see it right now, refresh your page and it'll be the first thing and you click it. It'll take you right
See,
through.
our team is good.
How fast was that?
They're good ranch hands.
I know. You know, like 3 cowboy words. You're going to use them all over. You know, these are real, actual, amazing hats and belt buckles. These are not novelty things. These were
No.
gifted to us.
Oh,
by-
I can barely keep my pants up.
These
This
were
thing is
gifted
so
to us
heavy.
when we went to Texas and San Antonio Shoes, SAO Shoes, and we went out to their ranch and they gave us, like, these are real buckles. These are not like
heavy
toys. I know.
They twinkle, twinkle.
And they remember they were a little bit nervous about giving to us because they're like, usually you have to win something to
get a
one.
buckle
I know.
like this.
I know, but
I bet even our star guest tonight doesn't even have a buckle like this.
I bet she does.
But she
We
doesn't
are
have
so
boots like this.
excited tonight.
We do. We have a really great star guest tonight to help celebrate her brand new book. Of course, you all know Pioneer Woman Ree Drummond from her fabulous cookbooks, her fabulous TV show, her fantastic blog.
Yeah, if you know her like we did way back in the day from her blog. I mean, she was one of the first lifestyle bloggers on the internet.
And now, as of last week, she has a brand new New York Times bestseller, a memoir, The
Frontier Follies, Adventures in Marriage, Motherhood in the Middle of Nowhere. And it is, well, it's hilarious. Well, we'll talk to her. Let's talk to her about it.
Yeah. Do we have Ree ready? Oh, Ree, turn your camera on.
Hi, Ree.
Oh, it's on. Hi, I see you guys.
Oh,
I don't know if your camera's on, though.
Oh, your camera on. Your.
Oh no.
You're like, how do I do that?
I knew something. I knew I was.
Oh my gosh, there she is.
There you are. Hi.
Hi. Are you calling in from the ranch?
I am. I barely made it. I'm such a. I didn't even have Skype on my desktop, so.
Well, I know from the book.
Passport.
I know from the book that you're perennially late. So.
I know. It's terrible.
Well, Ree, thanks so
you.
much for being here tonight.
Thank you so much. And you know what? It is so wonderful to finally meet you in person, even
I know.
electronically.
We were just trying to think.
Thinking about that.
We
I
were just-
can't believe we have never met in person. I just refuse to believe that because we've known each other for so many years.
I know. I was trying to think, when did we first connect? Was it when we were on The Amazing Race when we first connected?
I think so. I think we just sort of got in touch on Twitter. One of us replied to the other's tweets, and then we just decided that we loved each other.
We're friends now.
But here's my favorite story about you guys, and I think I've reminded you of this through the years, but when you guys were on The Amazing Race, it was like the height of my Amazing Race love. And my husband and I used to watch it together. And so we watched you guys. I was just cheering you on the whole season. And of course, you won The Amazing Race, in case you forgot this. No. But so I get on Twitter to congratulate my buddies on winning The Amazing Race. And I was like, congratulations, Josh and Brent, you won. And then all of these people from California were like, it hasn't aired yet.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
The pitfalls of social media.
We've done that too.
We all know them.
I ruined it for everybody on the West Coast, but you know, I was just so excited I couldn't contain myself.
Oh,
my gosh.
you.
Well, I remember, Ree, because you know we started blogging. When did you start blogging originally? Do you remember?
2006.
Yes, it was. We started blogging about the same time, and it was the early days of lifestyle blogging. And I remember coming across your blog and being like, "This woman is such an amazing writer. Like you just captured it so perfectly." And I remember thinking, even back then, and as I was reading the latest book, it just reminded me, maybe even people won't know this reference, but you took the mantle of Irma Bombeck as far as like lifestyle writing from the home.
Oh my goodness.
And what you write is just, everything is so insightful and just hilarious.
It really is.
Well, we could just have the same weird sense of humor too. So
Who, us and you, or us and you and Irma?
All of us in Irma Bombeck.
we need to just kind of have a little club of weirdness. But I feel the same way about you guys. I don't know. I've always just followed you and loved your posts, whether it's about your business, which has been so exciting, or just your gorgeous sunrise photos on the farm. It's just beautiful there. We both live kind of in a rural environment, but it couldn't be more different. You know, I'm in Oklahoma, and just the way our places kind of look, but we both kind of live the same quiet life that isn't actually all that quiet.
Well, that's true.
Good point.
That's true. And I actually, beyond the cookbooks and, beyond your personality and the TV show and everything, that's one of the things that I connect with you so much with is your love of place and your love of community and what you're doing there in your own community, because we've both been very successful in our own ways. I mean, you're much more successful than us, of course, but successful in our own ways. And we took that opportunity and that gift that was given to us and figured out a way that we could lift up the communities around us as well. And for us, I think that's the most important aspect of our entire job and our entire life, is trying to lift up as many other people around us as possible.
And of course, you've done that in your hometown too, in the most amazing ways. Tell people, what can they expect when they come visit?
Well, and there's another thing. We both have mercantiles, and I say mercantile. You guys
we say mercantile.
Oh my God, Brent yells at me all the time. I say mercantile, and he yells at me.
Well, see, I'm Southern, you're both Midwestern.
It sounds so much more fancy when you say mercantile.
See, I think mercantile sounds more fancy, but I mispronounce balsamic, so you don't want to come to me for the correct pronunciation. But yeah, I think it's just this sense that what we're doing, it's always a little bit larger than ourselves, and if we can sort of stretch who it affects, the things we do, if it just affected us and our families and benefited ourselves, it wouldn't quite be as exciting. So it is kind of fun to look at the parallels between you and me, and the fact that we started blogging at the same time is it's really it's fun to have watched your progression. And I have to say, the fact that you're at Ulta is so exciting to me, because I have two daughters, and we grew up loving Ulta. And so I think when I saw that, but I also just love the Rose Apothecary.
Well, I was getting ready to say, between now we have all in common. Us, Oklahoma, and Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's our lives.
Oh, if you guys just watched Real Housewives, we just, it would be too perfect.
We used to be huge Real Housewives fan, because when we lived in the city, we lived right next door to Sonia Morgan. And so, we were great friends with Sonia. She is a total trip, just like you see her.
Well, she is exactly.
Yeah, just like you see her on TV.
Yeah.
There's not a Real Housewives of Oklahoma yet, though.
I know.
Not yet.
Not yet. Ree, you could produce that.
We love Oklahoma too. We've actually been 3 times in the last 10 years. We've been, of course, to Oklahoma City. We've been to Tulsa and to
Bartlesville, which I think is not too far from you, right?
That's where I was born. That's my hometown.
Oh, that's
where I went to high school.
Oh, that's where you grew up.
So, first of all, you've been to Oklahoma 3 times in the past 10 years, and you have not called me.
I know.
I know. We didn't have your number.
We've known each other longer than that.
I know. Next time, though, we promise. We always had an engagement.
We went to the We went and celebrated the Washington County Fair.
Their 100th anniversary.
Their 100th anniversary, and we stayed in that amazing hotel, the Frank Lloyd Wright Hotel. Was that in
The Price Tower.
The Price Tower. We stayed in that hotel, which was amazing. It's got all of his original furniture in there.
Beautiful building, very uncomfortable. The room has 18 different corners.
Triangular.
The roof is about, the ceiling is about that short.
That's right.
But it is such a piece of history. It's crazy that, we live near a town where Frank Lloyd Wright designed a skyscraper, a skyscraper.
Exactly.
But also, I was just thinking about, what were we talking about? Real Housewives, Sonia. I forgot.
You're going to produce the Real Housewives of Oklahoma.
Right. See, we live near Pawhuska, which is in Osage County, which is the largest county in Oklahoma. So I always joke that it really should be Real Housewives of Osage County, not Orange County. So
Ree,
RHOC.
I've seen all the shows that your kids have shot for you, on Food Network over the pandemic. I think you could just do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
It could be even start out as a web series.
We'll come down and be the kooky best friends.
Oh, okay, promise?
Yeah.
Call me this time.
Yeah, we'll dress Lad in our rhinestone cowboy get-ups.
By the way,
am loving those jackets. They are so great.
And these are real cowboy hats. They were gifted to us.
They look really nice.
Do we have them on
nice.
correctly? I always worry about that.
Cavenders. They're from. But
But here's what you need to know: you never put it flat on a shelf. You have to hang the rim off off of the shelf about that far. Otherwise, it becomes misshapen over time. So,
Oh,
Oh,
good
really?
to know.
or you could put it upside down, but never just lay it flat
And
on a table.
And you're supposed to put it on like this, right? Not from the rim or something.
Well, I think that's
Yes.
to keep your hair out of
Yeah.
your eyes or something.
Oh, yeah, something like this.
Like
look-
this.
You look very believable. I love
do
both
we?
the hats.
That's very kind of you, but not true.
Now,
All hat, no cattle, but goats.
Ree, I can't tell you how I can't tell you how many people email us. We probably get at least 2 a month of people who've come out to visit your mercantile and had the whole Pioneer Woman experience, stayed in the boarding house, and see the Beekman products in the rooms in the boarding
And
house.
thank you for that.
Yeah, so we thank you for that. They get so excited because it's like worlds colliding,
Yes. I hear that a lot. And actually, when we were selecting the toiletries for the rooms in my little hotel, I really actually sort of had a pile of things to choose from. And I saw your names. I was like, well, obviously, I'm going to pick the Beekman products. But I was fair and I sort of smelled and sniffed all the other things. But I loved yours the best. I get so many remarks on how much everybody loves that. So, and it is really fun for people who have kept track of both of us through the years that, that we do kind of have that sort of friendship. So
Oh, when worlds
it's
collide.
really
That's-
fun.
yeah.
I have to tell somebody,
Yeah.
these aren't our copies of the book. These were the books for display out here, but my copy of your book, I have so many highlighted things in here that were so freaking funny.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I stuck out was you were telling some joke about Lad, but you said that you had 16 bottles of lotion in your bathroom.
Yes.
Ree is
Lad
a
does
lotion
not-
fanatic.
I am. I love lotion and potions and everything you guys are about. I just,
Oh my
love.
goodness.
But Lad does not like lotion at all. So he doesn't
Well-
like anything on his skin like that. So it's kind of a mismatch.
Well, more for you. More for you.
I realize we have a lot in common too. We both have, I forget the term for it, but you wrote about it in the book, that anger at eating noises.
Oh yeah.
What is it called?
Misophonia.
I never-
Misophonia.
I never even knew that was a thing, but it drives me crazy.
I'm telling you, I've heard from people since the book came out that are saying, I did not know it had a name. I didn't know. I thought I was just annoyed. But then I'm thinking, I hope I don't actually spread this condition to people by the power of suggestion, But it's really funny because I'm the host of a Food Network show, and certain things my family eats or chews, I'm like, get out of the room.
Yeah, no, it's like nails on a chalkboard.
And I love the story in the book about the production team. The production team for your show is from London, so it's hilarious the way that when they come to Oklahoma, and not just Oklahoma, like rural Oklahoma, the
Right.
sort of culture shock of being there. It was similar when we did our reality show to have all the LA people come out to tiny little Sharon Springs, and they'd want to go to dinner and be like, "There's no restaurants open on Monday." None.
Yeah. It's Sunday around here. They don't know what to do with themselves on Sunday. They have to go to Tulsa in order to, have a sense of civilization. But it's funny I have so many stories about our British production crew, and it's not only that they're from England and London. They're all pretty worldly and refined, but it's also that they film Barefoot Contessa with Ina in the Hamptons, so they have these two very beautiful worlds that they come from. And then, here we are in Pawhuska, and it's beautiful here
Oh,
too.
yeah. No, it is beautiful.
But it's just been a funny kind of juxtaposition or combination of factors. But 10 years later, they're starting to get their bearings.
and they become like family. And speaking of family, I want to congratulate you too on your new foster son. I think that is
Thank you.
amazing.
It's wonderful.
I love the story about it, and of course the story about you going through training and meeting Herman, a friend in training.
Yes, I mean, life, you guys know this. Life is an adventurous, exciting thing. And you can make all the plans you want and, think you kind of know exactly where you're headed, but then you get a little curveball. And, Lad and I never could have imagined we would have a foster son. It wasn't something that we necessarily ever talked about or felt called to do. But, life kind of puts things in your path, and it's opened up different worlds for me of perspective and friendships too. So yeah, it makes you kind of, when things like that happen, you think, I'm only 50 years old. I can't imagine what's going to happen in the next 10, 20, 30 years. It's kind of fun to think about.
Well, I know what's
I
going to
know.
happen.
What's going to happen?
We're going to come visit Ree on
What?
the ranch, and she's going to come to the goat farm finally.
I just want to come there and live for about 5 months.
As much lotion as you could ever want.
So much lotion.
I'll have all the lotion I want, and I'll still fill my suitcase with samples.
You can take them. You can take them.
We do that too. And we'll come down, and Lad will let us go out and work the range like this, right? Are we good like this? With this?
Sure. No, Lad will take any help he can get, because our kids keep leaving us. Those boots might get a little muddy.
Well, as long as I
Yeah.
don't lose any crystals on them,
Yeah.
we'll be fine.
Are those muck boots?
They're mug boots, and several years ago, Swarovski Crystal bedazzled them for us. We were doing something with Vogue magazine, and so Swarovski
Yeah.
bedazzled the boots for us.
Do you think would Lad want a pair for Christmas?
I mean, I want a pair for Christmas. Those are seriously cute. I'm going to tell Lad about that possibility. We'll
Yeah.
reach out to Swarovski.
Yeah, they'll
Drop
do
some
it for you.
hints.
They'll do it for you.
I have to put it in a display case. Put them in a display case though, because there's too much.
Yeah,
There's too much poop out here.
Yeah, we have poop too. Different poop, same story.
Different boots for different poop. Well, I just want to tell everybody again, the name of your new book is The Frontier Follies, and it is so funny. I mean, the stories about the homeschooling, the stories about you giving birth, I mean,
The
they're just so honest, and they're so real and so self-deprecating. And I think that's why I said the same thing. Josh didn't even know this, Ree. I said, she reminds me so much in this book of Irma Bombeck.
Yeah, I didn't.
And when I was a little boy, I would go to my grandma's every weekend. We would spend the weekend with my grandma's. And at the time, she believed that you would never win Publishers Clearinghouse unless you bought magazines. So she had every magazine. So she had Ladies Home Journal, she had McCall, she had
And did she win?
Good Housekeeping, all of them, Red Book. And Irma Bombeck had a column in Good Housekeeping.
Yeah.
And I lived for that column. I didn't care about the
Because
other things.
it wasn't just about capturing, the everyday. It was about finding the bigger insight in everyday situations, and that's exactly what you've always done it. That's.
Oh my gosh,
That's
you
how you
guys are
got
so
found.
sweet to me.
And I just want to tell
Well, it's
everybody.
funny because
Oh, go ahead.
the week that my book came out, it was like, Obama and Matthew McConaughey, all of these books that were so, important, and they talked about actual things. Then it was like Frontier Follies, and talking about girls and
Yeah, but you need levity.
You
People
talk
need
about
levity.
real things.
People need
That's for
levity,
sure.
and it came at just the right time. And I just want to tell everybody out there, because obviously, basically every person in America has at least one of your cookbooks. And if you've never really taken the time to actually sit down and read Ree's writing.
Yes.
She is such a good, funny writer. And if you have read Josh's books, they read The Bucolic Plague, you're going to love this book too. I mean, it's just so funny.
Well,
you guys are sweet. Thank you so much. You're
welcome.
so sweet, and I'm so happy for you and where your company has gone, and what the things that you guys have done. I just love watching every step of the way, and I'm so happy to call you my buddies.
Oh, thank you, Ree. Hey,
likewise.
and next time you're in Ulta, if you see the Beekman display with your daughters, take a picture.
I will for sure.
All
I
right.
will. Yeah, no, if I ever leave my house again.
Yeah.
I know.
You'll get there one day. You'll get there.
Well, thank you so much, everybody. Again, Frontier Follies. Do you have any Christmas specials, or is the Mercantile open?
Oh, yeah, I saw the decorations.
It is. It's open. You know, we're not as quite as busy as we would be otherwise, and that's just fine. So we're just, we put up all the decorations just like it was a normal year, and but yeah, we're open. Our pizza place is open, and the boys are in football playoffs. So we're still living life, but things are very, very different in many ways. So I hope you guys are doing well, and
We
we
will.
will
We
get
are.
together. I
Yes.
say 2021 sometime.
We sure
Promise.
will. All right. Thanks, Ree. Merry Christmas to you and your whole family.
And everyone, thank you, Ree.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hats off to Ree.
Okay.
Hats off.
Oh, no, you don't do the rim. You can't
Oh.
do the rim. You have to do it this
Hats
way.
off.
You have to do it this way.
Okay.
Isn't she lovely?
She really is. I
I mean,
can't
it's
believe
so
we've
funny.
never
We've
crossed
just had
paths
this
in person.
online relationship. There's lots of people like that. We got to do better. As soon as this pandemic is over, we're going to go be with people.
Yeah.
No more digital, social, stuff.
We'll have all the Beekman neighbors meet up in Oklahoma at Ree's Mercantile.
Yes.
And then we'll have all of the does she?
I
wonder if her people have a name too. Like, are they pioneers?
Oh,
Ree fans?
reefers? No,
That's a later show. That's like later this week. I don't know, but then
yeah,
we'll
let's
have
all
all
go
them
down.
meet up in Sharon Springs
let's go down.
for the Mercantile.
Okay, as soon as this is over, that's what we're going to do.
All right, but you got to pick up her book. It's great.
All right, guys, let's revisit today's
Twinkle.
deal of the day.
Which, for one of those days when you don't even feel like making one of Ree's super simple recipes, you can just pop open a jar of our Mortgage Lifter pasta sauce. And today you are getting 6 jars of the pasta sauce. And you don't have to worry, that's going to cost me a fortune to ship. No, because it all ships for $5. You can add on anything else.
Give me one of those jars.
And it ships for $5.
Ships are $5, and this is heavy. Can I just read? Oh,
There's only 117
Oh my
of
goodness.
the deals of the day
Okay,
left.
only 117 of the 6-packs left. I want to read the ingredients because, when we created this years ago, people were like, what business do you have going into the food business? And we're like, we
Grow all of our own food.
Yeah, we love to cook. And when we looked on pasta sauces on the shelves, they were all full of things we can pronounce and sugar and sucrose and all these kind of things. I want to read the ingredients that we have in our sauce. Peeled Mortgage Lifter and plum tomatoes, extra virgin olive oil, fresh garlic, fresh onion, fresh basil, salt, spices, and citric acid to preserve. That's it.
That's
it.
No added
That's all
sugar,
that's in here. This
no
is
added salt.
literally how we make it in our house. We don't make our own spaghetti sauce anymore because truly our recipe is in this jar and it's made the exact same way in upstate New York, but in a family-run, long-time Italian
That's right,
bottling
Casa
company,
Visco,
Casa
our
Visco.
good friend Adine. Now, and here's what people don't understand about jarred sauce, and the reason, like even Rosemarie Trapani, who grew up in Sicily, uses the sauce when she doesn't have time to make her own, is because most jarred sauce on the market right now, the way they make it.
Or you're going to ruin people's dinner.
No, because it's not gross, it's just why it doesn't have that much flavor. So they put all the paste, your tomato paste, don't even use real tomatoes, use tomato paste, and like they put the dried, herbs in there.
This is not us, this is other
Yeah, other places. And then what they do is they don't even cook it down. They just put all the ingredients in the mixer, don't even add heat, and then as it's going through the pipe to be jarred, they push it through this pipe that gets it just hot enough so that when it goes into the jar, it can heat seal. It doesn't even cook down. But the way Adine makes our sauce is that she actually has huge skillets, and she actually cooks down
She
the onions,
sautés all the garlic, the
the
onion.
garlic, the basil, all
yep.
of that. She cooks it down,
And
then
then-
it goes into the Mortgage Lifter tomatoes grown in upstate New York.
And then simmers it for hours and hours. It's literally exactly what you would do in your own kitchen. But anyway, that's how we've done it. We've made it for years.
Have you
It
tried
is
the
the deal of the day. Yes, it is amazing. I hope people don't mind that we're eating, but
And
how
so-
can we not?
Rosemarie Trapani, who was our co-author on our last cookbook, A Seat at the Table, she always made food for us at the marathons. And so tonight she used the jar of sauce, and she just wanted to show you the variety of things you could do with the sauce. So she made lasagna rolls, and look how delicious those are. And she made a vodka sauce using the jar of sauce. You don't have to add anything to the sauce, but Rosemary does because, she's Rosemary. And then she made the lentil bolognese. I haven't tried that yet. Let me try that.
I want to say hi to Ann, to Trina. Joan Louise is on again tonight.
And I just want to show
Saw
everybody
Kathy Kaiser earlier.
the plates that we are eating off of. Those were made by our artisan, Jasmine Crow. You can get those on the website. This bowl that I'm holding in my hand was actually molded from one of the cabbages that we grow on the farm. And this is by one of our ceramicists, Rita Seiko Payne. Let me taste this.
Did everybody like seeing Ree? She's so sweet.
This is good.
Hi, Donna. Hi, Sally. Hi, Lillian, Meryl, Denise, Michelle, Sharon Hooper. So many fun people tonight.
Oh, you know what we should do? Because I know a lot of people are trying to shop for...
Joan Larry says sauce less than 3 days old isn't ready yet. It's true. It's got to, all the flavors got to work together.
I wanted to show people something because I know a lot of people who are watching who just know us as a beauty company. They didn't even know we had cookbooks, let alone pasta sauce. And you know, if you go to our website, if you only know Beekman because of beauty, and you go to our website, you know, it says beauty here, but if you're interested in like all of these artisan pieces that we talk about, from our glass blower, our blacksmith, our ceramicist, when you go to the homepage, you see at the top there, it says mercantile. Click on mercantile, and then you see right down there, oh, hold it up there. Look, you see it's got, do you want ceramicists? Do you want chefs? Do you want beekeepers?
You can shop by the artisan.
Handicrafts?
Or you can shop by the category. So all the foods, the sweets, the savories, our books, our ceramics, and all of our home stuff.
And I wanted to
So
show...
that's all under the mercantile tab because a lot of people have never explored any of that. But that's always been part of the mission of Beekman 1802 is to support small producers, small artisans, not just in the beauty category, but through all these different categories. Oh, the granola is amazing.
Oh, we have goat poop granola right now too, just for the holidays.
All the handmade. So because part of our mission as Beekman 1802 is to support the artisanal community around us, and you get to meet all of the artisans, hear their stories, know that it's all handmade, and that's the way of supporting.
Look, there's one of the small farms that got the grant.
Oh yes, that's right.
Now, we should tell people about the Mortgage Lifter and how we came about the Mortgage Lifter.
Yeah, so Mortgage Lifter, originally we planned we were going to create pasta sauce.
Just for our, to sell in our mercantile, like, you know, 20 jars at a time.
And so we planted a whole field of Mortgage Lifter tomatoes, and then that was the year we won the Amazing Race, and we won the Amazing Race. When we came back, it was during the summer that we ran it, we came back, we had the whole field of...
Did you just burp on live TV?
Yes. And we had this whole field of tomatoes, and there's only 84 left. I heard that in my ear. This was a real voice. It wasn't one of the fake voices. And so we had all these tomatoes. We're still going to make the sauce, but now that we'd won this big prize, we said we're going to give it back to farmers and find a way to pass on our good fortune. So over the years, we've given a portion of the proceeds, not just to Mortgage Lifter, but from all of our products, to small farms, to agricultural charities, and to rural charities. So we have given, really, we don't have a full tally, but hundreds of thousands of dollars to small farms, agricultural charities, and other rural charities.
Because we always believe that if you have good fortune, just like we were talking about with Ree, you have got to pay it forward. That's how the world works.
That's why you have good fortune, is because you paid it forward.
And I've got a big announcement that no one else has heard yet, is that next year we are launching our very own Beekman 1802 Kindness Foundation. So all of our charity work is going to be funneled through the premise of kindness. And our whole idea is to take what we started with the Mortgage Lifter Project, where we gave these small grants out to help other small farms pay off their mortgages. And how can we do that on a bigger scale? Well, we can promote little acts of kindness that then have ripple effects in your own community. So be on the lookout for that. You're the first to hear it. We'll tell you when it officially launches, but sometime in the first 3 months of next year.
Mary says she loves the vanilla honey.
We do creamed honey. So all the honeys that you find in the mercantile.
Ellen Thomas loves me because I'm so real. Just
because you burped?
Because I burped. I'm going to be a member of the Clean Plate Club. You have to say, way to go, little partner.
The puttanesca.
Way to go, little buddy. Remember the Clean Plate Club.
If you eat all that up, I'll get you a pony.
Will you? John would love that. See, Clean Plate.
What was I saying?
I have no idea.
I got so distracted by
Probably
Rosemary's
wasn't interesting or
delicious food.
important.
What time is it? Time for Hi Neighbor?
Time for me to eat.
Hi, neighbor.
Yes.
Howdy, neighbor. That means it's time for our nightly contest. Now, the way the nightly contest works is that you have to have watched the prior night's episode of the marathon, because we're doing this every night from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern, because it's a trivia question about the last night's show. If you want to participate in the trivia night, you can send your name and telephone number to customer service at beekman1802.com. Tell them you want to have your name in the drawing. Now, we have lots of people who submitted their names, so every night we just pick randomly 10 names.
By the way, you don't have to re-enter every day. If you've entered once, you're still in that pool. We just take the names out of people who have already won.
Okay, so who is ready to play the Howdy Neighbor game?
Are we going to do Howdy Neighbor?
Howdy Neighbor.
Are you ready?
Yeah, who's going to be the first to
Okay,
call?
this is Linda.
Okay, Linda A. Linda A, first initial of your last name. Hope you're watching.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice
Linda
message
A.
system.
Linda A, wah, wah. Okay, let's go to the next name.
I hope she's not like us. Sometimes our phone just goes there, like it doesn't ring.
Well, like me, I don't pick up if I don't recognize the number.
This doesn't come through as Josh and Brent?
Are you calling Mackenzie M? Mm-hmm. Okay, Mackenzie M. Mackenzie M, if you see an unknown number coming through on your phone, it's us.
Why didn't it let me dial?
You didn't have it going. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Mackenzie M.
Oh no, this might be the first night we're shut down. Oh,
Well, good. It's looking good for people lower down on the list tonight.
I know. We should let it go, right?
Every night so far,
Clean
we've only
plate.
gotten to one name
Your
on the
call
list.
has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging.
Okay, Tammy.
Tammy C. Tammy C. We're calling you.
Can I eat the next plate?
I'm going back to lasagna.
Oh my goodness. Maybe they just pick random names.
Hello?
Howdy, neighbor.
Hi, neighbor.
Hi, neighbor.
Is this Tammy?
This is her.
Oh, well, you are live with Brent and Josh right now. Where are we speaking to you from?
Hilton's, Virginia.
Oh, Virginia, did you just have snow down there?
No, a skiff, not much, just a little bit.
Well, you have got my same accent.
I've got what?
My same accent.
Oh, I know, honey, I know.
All right, now, were you watching the marathon last night?
I was.
Okay, you ready for the trivia question?
I am. I hope I'm prepared.
I do too. Now, here's what you're playing for. If you get the question right, you get to choose one of the cookbooks sitting in front of me, and we're going to personalize it for you right here live on air, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so your question is, last night in the show, our star guest was Carmindi.
Yes.
She showed us a way to do a perfect face in how many steps?
The perfect face in 5 minutes.
Yes, you got it. You got it.
I was worried.
Congratulations. You were paying attention.
I wouldn't have gotten that one, actually. And I was
Well,
here.
you know what? I got on QVC and I ordered that bad boy for myself.
You know what? We had so many people who ordered her set last night, and I'm so happy. And she also, right before this show, she sent me a message on Instagram, and she said, I got so many more followers on Instagram last night. So we're glad that
I don't know how to do Instagram.
Well, that's okay.
But,
That's okay. All right,
but
so you
let-
did. Go ahead.
My friend Ann, she passed away this past March, and she got me started with you all 3 years ago. She had lung cancer. And I have been using your products for 3 years, head to toe, door to door. Nothing but Beekman in here. I'm sitting in my mercantile right now.
We love that. You're just like Ree. She has her own lotion mercantile there in her bathroom.
What was your friend's name again, Tammy?
Her name was Ann McKinley.
Ann. Okay, we'll add Ann to our prayers tonight.
I tell you, she was a lovely person, and she would call me and she'd say, "Tammy, the boys are on. Turn on the TV."
Well, you know what she's doing right now? She's twinkling down on us. That's what she's doing.
She is. She was my bestie, and I certainly do miss her.
Oh.
Well, thanks for remembering her, and I'm glad she brought you into our lives.
Now, have you introduced any other new Beekman neighbors?
Oh yes, I entered my sister in the for the nurses, the frontline workers, and she won the fig.
The caddy set.
Yes, she did.
That's right.
And she loves it.
Oh, what's her
my
name?
Her name is Sheila. And then my friend Peggy, she had some skin stuff going on, and I introduced her to the wipes, and she's a Beekman person now. Her granddaughter's a Beekman person. My friend Connie ordered enough wipes for a whole year.
Well, see, that's how the neighborhood grows, neighbor by neighbor by neighbor.
Well, thank you.
I know.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, Virginia.
And
Yeah, which book do you want?
Well, what's my option?
You've got the Heirloom Vegetable Cookbook. That's if you like vegetables. We've got the Heirloom Dessert Cookbook, which I tell you has a lot of ooey gooey sweet southern desserts in it. And then you've got A Seat at the Table, which is more Italian-based, but it's really meals that feed a lot of people at once. Like if you have a family of 5 or 6, or you have neighbors who come over, great meals for feeding groups of people.
I think I'll take the vegetable cookbook.
Heirloom vegetable. Okay, let me find my pen.
right here.
You got it? Can you hand it to me? Stop eating for a minute.
Okay.
Isn't that lentil
The
bolognese
lentil.
great?
Oh my God.
Okay. So you know what? If you don't mind, Virginia.
No, she's calling from Virginia. Her name is
I'm sorry.
Tammy.
Tammy. If you don't mind, Tammy, I'm going to make this book out to you and Ann. Is that okay?
Oh, that'll be wonderful.
Is it Tammy with a Y or I?
Why?
Tammy.
A Y.
And how was Ann spelled? Just normal way, A-N-N?
A-N-N, yes.
Tammy and Ann. Besties.
Well, Tammy, you certainly had the accent to match the theme of the night.
Oh, honey, I know it. I tell you, I mean, I am so... My mother, I used to work out of town for about 10 years, and my mother told me, she said, you are losing your southern accent.
No,
and
I
I
don't
was
think so.
living in New Orleans at the time. You know, boo. You know, they call everybody boo down there. And she said, oh, you're losing your southern accent. I said, Mommy, I am not losing my southern accent.
You still got
You
it.
still
Tammy.
got
You
it.
still got it. Well, thank you. We hope that you keep twinkle twinkling there in Virginia.
Well, honey, I will. I mean, I just got my 100 pack wipes today. I get the pure, and then on another thing, I get the assorted ones. So I'm in Whiteville. I'm telling you.
You are.
She's on an auto ship.
You have your own. You have your own mercantile, as you said.
I do.
Well, you keep spreading the kindness. You keep spreading the kindness.
Well, thank you so much for calling me. I thought, gosh, I hope they call me. When you was doing the 10 names, I thought, come on. I'm going to be there.
Well, it was Ann.
It was Ann.
This was the first night that the first person didn't pick up.
That's right. You were number 3
That
on the
was
list.
Ann.
So Ann canceled their phone lines.
She probably did. That sounds like something she would do.
She messed with the cell reception.
All right.
Well, thank
Bye,
you,
Tammy. Happy holidays. Merry
All
Christmas.
right. Love you guys.
You
You too.
Oh, she was great.
Oh, she
I
was
bet
great.
that was Ann.
Oh,
Oh, there's only 20 of the 6-packs
23.
left.
23 of the 6-packs.
Oh, 23? 23 of the 6-packs.
Want to say hi to, oh, Erin says Tammy's her new favorite neighbor. Hi,
You're all our
Lisa. Hi,
favorites.
Jason. Patty says loves Tammy, sending up prayers for Anne.
You know what? I want to ask a question to the neighbors who are watching.
Yeah.
Of all the 4 cookbooks that we have done, which was your favorite? Let's do like an informal poll.
Yeah, which, if you have the cookbooks, which was your favorite?
The heirloom cookbook, which was the first one, it's out of print.
It's going to take a while because there's a little delay.
Yeah, heirloom vegetable, heirloom dessert, or a seat at the table. You know, I think every time we produce one, then
Oh,
the next one
Andre's
becomes
watching. Hi,
favorite.
Andre.
Oh, and if you want
I
the
bet you Andre's
cookbooks-
jealous that we're eating Rosemary's
Right, I know.
food.
If you want the cookbooks, this one, of course, is for Tammy, but they already come, all of them are autographed. We autograph every one of those books. It takes us forever.
I know. Andre, by the way, Andre is my trout connection. So Andre and her husband, Steve. Oh, only 15 tomatoes left. But because of COVID and everything, she wasn't able to get out this year.
Andrea's a neighbor. She's
So I
a
got
fantastic
no trout
artist.
this year.
She's a fantastic artist, and she fishes, and she's like our version of Pioneer Woman out here
I'm going to buy
in
Andre a
Ames, New
boat.
York. Huh?
I'm going to buy Andre her own boat.
Oh,
And so
just so you can get trout
so I have
connection.
a full supply of trout all the time. Turner says dessert cookbook was a favorite. Jerry says dessert. Krista says dessert. Sally Ann says dessert.
Oh,
I think there's, well, Justin says the original. Lots of desserts. Joe says we should do a calendar with the different outfits we wear.
we've done a boomerang every night. At the end of the marathon, we're going to show all the boomerangs. But here's the thing. We know that a lot of you, come in at midpoint in the marathon and, you're getting dinner, your dishes done or something, so you don't catch the whole show. Of course, every night after the show ends at 7 p.m., it's available live. You can watch it in replay here on Facebook. And then the day after the marathon finishes, which I think is it December 14th? Ends of December 13th, right?
Yeah.
We're halfway through the marathon already. We're going to run all of the episodes on Facebook back to back to back. So plan your Christmas wrapping, plan your cookie making, plan your final tree decorations, because we'll be on for 12 hours on Facebook. You can relive all of the memories of this year's 12 years of Beekman 1802.
Andy says seat at the table is his favorite. Sandy's a seat at the table is his
Oh,
favorite.
actually, this lasagna roll recipe is in a seat at the table. Did you try this one yet?
Not yet, no.
it's
Oh, with the
delicious.
but not the vodka sauce. Was it?
Yeah.
And yeah, Andy and Laurel. Jeans has all 4. The first is her favorite. Susan says the, oh, God, I just heard. 8, only
8 of the 6
6
packs
left.
Is it
So-
time for a Team Beekman memory?
A Team Beekman memory? Yes.
I've had too much vodka.
In your cream sauce?
Hi, my name is Caitlin, and I'm the visual merchandising manager here at Beekman 1802. In February, we're coming up on my 4th year at Beekman, and I wanted to share with you today some of my favorite Beekman memories. A memory that really sticks out in my mind would have to be the Maker's Picnic that we had at the farm a couple of years ago. We asked all of Beekman artisans to come and share in this potluck and just really be a creative kind of brainstorming for people to meet each other and see all the faces behind all of the products that Beekman 1802 has to offer. It was really great just to see everybody at the farm. It actually was a rainy day, but everyone was really happy and just really joyous to see everyone. And that was really great to experience and just see all of the people who were part of Beekman 1802. I just want to wish you a happy holidays from Beekman 1802 and hope that you come see us at the Mercantile and see all of our Twinkle Twinkle.
See, Caitlin is actually in the store today, and she was so embarrassed to have to be watching the video of us watching her video, because we haven't seen the videos yet that the Team Beekman made, and she's so embarrassed. But
Caitlin has done, she's been a champion this year because, as so many of you know, we can't travel to HSN or QVC anymore.
So all the beautiful sets that you see behind us when we do
On the shows are here. She also sets up all the products. When we go to HSN, there's teams of people that bring the next product out to the podium and get the next one ready. And here we have Caitlin and her team, and they set up all the products. So we have our own little mini HSN QVC right here on the second floor of the Mercantile.
We do, and all those 30,000 mirrors that are hanging around the building for Twinkle Twinkle that makes the whole building shimmer. Caitlin, That was Caitlin. She organized that whole thing.
Um,
I make her go out there and polish them once a week too. She doesn't like me for that, but you know.
so Jean has all
part of the
four. Says the first one has a special place in her heart, all four of the cookbooks. Andre is jealous of us. Oh, Jean says we should sing a Sharon Jones Christmas song tonight with Andre. You know, not tonight, but we will.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll do big bulbs.
Oh, okay.
Baby, you got them big bulbs.
All right. Oh, speaking of which, you know, every day of the marathon, we not only have a star guest, we have a Twinkle Twinkle deal of the day, like the 6-pack on the mortgage lifter sauce. And we always make a wish on a star. We grant a wish on a star. And so for tonight's charity, we are giving $1,000 to the World Central Kitchen. You guys have probably heard about this on the news. Jose Andres started this. And what this does is it provides meals to people anywhere in the world where there has been a disaster. So if there's been an earthquake or there have been forest fires or there's been a bad hurricane, World Central Kitchen goes in and provides hot food to the people who have been displaced because of some sort of natural disaster.
World Central Kitchen, this was chosen by Ree Drummond. This was her nomination for charity tonight, and this donation, $1,000 donation, is again made on all of your behalfs in your name. This is Beekman Neighbors making a difference in the world.
See, it's like the beginning of the Beekman Kindness Foundation already.
Well, everybody is basically in the foundation.
That's well, every time you buy a product,
Every neighbor.
you're contributing to the foundation. So
Lots of people saying hi, Caitlin.
didn't Caitlin do a beautiful job on the mercantile this year, the Twinkle Twinkle theme?
I remember the marathon, the first one, you were maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and I was reading all the comments, and Jake, your husband, was on, like over and over again, needs more Caitlin, need more Caitlin. This marathon needs more Caitlin.
Because she was wearing a really sexy dress on that first one, I think, weren't you, Caitlin? Was that one with the sequins? She had on like a blonde bombshell wig. We always do something
Is
fun.
Jake watching tonight?
He should be. He better be. Or he's cooking you dinner. So.
Oh.
Hi,
Is
Suki.
it cooking you a jar of mortgage lifter?
Turner says it's too much vodka. Rosemary must have spiked your sauce.
Spiked that. It's delicious. All right, is everyone ready for Under
Oh,
Song?
no, not yet. Hang on. We've got a couple minutes. Rosemary is watching. Hi, Rosemary. She agrees, World Central Kitchen. Hey, Rosemary, your daughter is also a big part of a major charity in New York. Will you put the link to the charity that your daughter runs? I don't know, she doesn't run it herself, but she's bigwig at that charity. And it's an amazing charity.
And I just want to remind people, if you have enjoyed seeing us eat this delicious food that Rosemary made for us, the lasagna rolls with the vodka sauce, the lentil bolognese, which is a vegan dish if you don't add cheese, or the puttanesca, which Josh licked his plate when you weren't looking. He actually licked the plate. Rosemary is making all of those recipes available to you. So just send an email to customer service at beekman1802.com and they will send you out the recipes. And especially if you picked up the 6-jar Twinkle Twinkle Dill of the day, because now you'll immediately have 3 recipes to make with your new pasta sauce.
Yes. Well, if they got it, it might be sold out now, but...
And do you know why I'm slurring my words?
Why?
I am literally salivating over this food. Like, I can feel the saliva like building up in my mouth.
Well, just eat
and
it,
you know, like
Brent.
when you've got a lot of saliva built up in your mouth and you're like trying to like hold it in without spittle.
Hey,
That's what's happening.
Why are you licking the floor? Is there a reason you're licking the floor?
She's salivating over this food.
She's like, I'm licking the floor because you haven't given me any food.
No, she's had lots of food already today. You ready to sing?
What are we going to sing with Under?
It's a very special song. It's one-word song. You ready for the one-word song, Under?
Oh, is it our theme? Like
It's
part of our theme for the name?
Yeah,
Right.
part of our theme. You ready?
You ready?
You ready, Under? Yep, you ready?
Yeah.
Yahoo! All right.
Good job.
Good job,
Good
Under.
singing.
That was for you, neighbors. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. Keep going, Under. Yahoo!
Twinkle, twinkle, neighbors.